User entered your channel.
Alright, let's continue on with the Tales of the Bunker Hill. Welcome back, everybody. Let's see where we're going today. The CUDA system. Oh, it's almost time for our next ship change. Well, not ship change, more like aesthetic change to our ship. It's not going to be any form of actual upgrade. We're just going to make it look newer. We're just going to eventually show up at the shipyard, and they're going to be like, "Oh, you're here for your new ship?" No, I'm just here to make the current one look more pretty, or horrific. One of the two. You know, we'll find out when we get there. But as I said last time, we do now have the channel point redeem thing to make me have to play a historically accurate NX class.
Welcome
throughout...
to the CUDA system.
Hello.
I am Admiral Tuvok of the USS Voyager. I will provide tactical assistance on this mission.
Throughout the entirety of Star Trek Online. Again. That didn't sound horrifying enough. Anyway. I also do have 2 new redeems down below that mess with my voice mod. Because the voice mod Twitch integration thing seems to be honestly broken. So, yeah, I've decided to make a few channel redeems, so that way then now I manually will engage in that. So that way then people that still want to play around with that can still somewhat play around with it. It's a bit more limited this time around. But you can still play with it, so hopefully it's at least a decent substitution. But anyway, it's a privilege, Admiral. I studied the exploits of Voyager at Starfleet Academy.
Thank you. Your meteoric rise through the ranks is well known to me as well. Sensors indicate the division between normal and fluidic space is thinner here, making crossing much easier. The Undine have used this location in the past. We will use it now. The majority of the fleet will remain here to protect this area. Our team will enter fluidic space, locate, and then survey the Borg presence there. If possible, we will destroy it. When you are ready, Voyager will open the Singularity.
Open the Singularity, Admiral Tuvok. Where is it? Oh, it's over there. Let's go! Oh. We just sort of blipped out of existence. I don't think that's what was supposed to happen. I think we were supposed to go in the portal and then blip out of existence.
We have made a successful transition into fluidic space. Unlike our own, this dimension is filled with an organic fluid. The main indigenous life form is species 8472. Sensors are detecting a Borg signature nearby. Your vessel will take the lead in the investigation. We will follow.
Acknowledged. We'll take point and find the source of the signal. Sir, we are being affected by a wavelength current in fluidic space, which is causing our ship to move involuntarily. Wish we had more time to study this phenomenon. Acknowledged. Of course, have the ship that is very much outdated at this point be the one to go do that. Some kind of Borg device, sir. I recommend we approach and get a closer scan. Scans indicate this is an interplexing beacon, sir. The Borg must not be able to transmit their subspace frequencies as easily through organic space that comprises fluidic space. These relays are boosting the signal to allow communication with the collective in normal space. This means we should be able to follow these beacons to the location of the Borg foothold here. Set course for the next beacon. Doesn't that also mean we could just take these out as we go? Like, you know, it'd be a smart idea to destroy these things, because if they're making contact with the Borg Collective in our space by using these things, then realistically we should destroy them to give us a tactical advantage, because the Borg are stronger in numbers. Data acquired, sir. There appears to be a total of 5 intergalactic beacons in the sequence. The next one is just ahead. Set course for the next beacon. It's not like I couldn't see it. I can see the other two. I can see another one just beyond that one. Good to know that our non-existent Federation tax dollars are at work here. Sir, I think there's more of them, and there's one right over there. Oh, really? How could you tell? Oh, my intensive scanning here. Really? I can see it right out the window. Ah! We're gonna ram it! Or phase right through it. That works too, I guess. Commander, this beacon appears to be picking up a subspace transmission from within fluid space with a Starfleet signature. Recommend we investigate, sir. It could be a ship in distress. Agreed, sir. Set course for the source of that signal.
We've been examining the data on the interplexing beacons, and we believe we may have discovered a vulnerability in the Borg subspace carrier wave technology. If it's acceptable to you, I would like the Venture to remain here and run some tests while you investigate the signal. We may not get another opportunity.
That is acceptable. We will investigate the signal while the Venture remains here. They're gonna die. Oh, why are we turning this way? Oh, right, we're investigating the Starfleet signal. Oh, that's definitely, from the looks of it, a wrecked Starfleet vessel.
This landmass is unique in fluidic space. It is not a planet by Starfleet definitions. If I had to categorize it, I would say it is similar to the coral reefs found in Earth's oceans. The ground itself is a framework for living creatures. Fascinating. We are detecting a number of ships in the area. Starfleet, Klingon Defense Force, Romulan Republic, even Ferengi and Cardassian. Most species from the Alpha and Beta quadrants appear to be represented.
Lots of wrecks here. Some Miranda wrecks, some Constitution wrecks. Curious, these ships have identical configuration to ships found within the Alpha and Beta quadrants, but they cannot have been constructed there. Detecting alloys are not used in standard ship construction. Run a metallurgic analysis. Aye, sir. Running analysis now. The alloys correspond to technology found on Iconia and recovered Iconian technology. But why would the Iconians make fake ships? I intend to find out. Sir, I'm detecting some kind of gateway opening and a huge fleet coming through. On screen. Those must be more Iconian frauds. And Dean are destroying them. Sir, we're picking up an incoming distress call from the USS Venture.
Captain
On screen.
Simmons to Voyager. The Borg are here. We're taking heavy fire and need immediate assistance.
Set course to the Venture. Maximum speed. A whole graveyard here. A very eerie graveyard. Well, their ship didn't last long. Dr. Cooper was in an escape pod, Captain. He wants to speak to you from the transport room. Patch him through.
I never should have come on this mission. I'm a scientist, not an explorer. Take me out of this awful place right now.
Calm down for a second and talk to me. What happened?
The Borg attacked and we had to abandon ship. We were floating here, waiting, and then Undine. They came out of nowhere, tore through us like tissue paper. We shouldn't have invaded their space. They're so strong, we're weak. Please take me out of here.
What about Captain Simmons? She's not in the escape pods.
I don't know. It all happened so fast. She insisted on being the last one to leave the ship. I don't even know if she made it out alive. Now, can we leave?
I'm sorry, Dr. Cooper, but we have a mission to complete. He's a spy. Blow him up. It's going well, the Chosen. Only a few deaths have occurred, but so far, so well. At least we'll technically get a break when we get to the Romulan Republic arc, even if it's gonna put most people to sleep. Beacon scan, sir. Coordinates of the final beacon have been downloaded. This beacon is handling a significant amount of traffic, sir. The last beacon should give us the information we need. Yeah, no, I can see it from here, but, you know, guys, looking at the main view screen is too much of an ass sometimes, you know. You know, I get it, you know, sometimes you don't want to stare out the main view screen at what's in front of us, but, you know. Sometimes you kind of have to acknowledge the fact that we didn't probably need to follow to this last one here. Sir, with this final beacon, I have the coordinates of the Borg fleet. We're very close. No, you don't say, Travel. Shields up. Proceed with caution. I mean, we just watched the Undine murder a bunch of fake ships. We also watched we also received word that the Venture was destroyed. We picked up the survivors of the Venture. Yes, no, now we raise shields. Oh yeah, there are two there are two star dancers. That star dancer is a spy. Oh, that's funny. I did not notice that.
The Borg presence is much larger than we anticipated. Nevertheless, our orders are to remove as much of it as possible. Voyager will follow your lead.
Yeah, sure, Voyager. Follow my lead. Thanks, Tuvok. You very much followed it. Followed it to the letter. Anyway, acknowledged we're going in.
Is that a Borg Unimatrix? It's enormous!
Oh yeah, there are two.
That it is an impressive structure.
That Klingon ship is a spy. Oh, hey. Assimilation beam. Oh boy, that's not good. Ow. That hurt. But hey, we're alive. Oh, hey, those things. Do I have to hunt down all those ships, or just anything in the immediate vicinity? Oh, there we go. Don't worry, guys, I'll get there eventually. We're not the fastest ship in the fleet. Oh, you guys blew it up. Oh, hey, that's an assimilator and a sphere. Power to the forward deflectors. Boy, am I glad we brought a fleet with... Ah! I was too close to the explosion. Where are we? 64 kilometers in the wrong direction.
Must destroy it before we can retreat.
Ow. Yeah, sure, Tuvok. Getting right on it. Ow. Oh, don't worry, the Chosen. We've just been spending the entire Federation's like replicated supply of duct tape to keep this ship operational. The Diamond is preparing a feedback pulse. Hold your fire. We're gonna need more duct tape. I really need to invest in more survivability skills. Because we need them. Thank you for the follow, Lava 1701. Ouch. Oh yes, you recommend immediate withdrawal. What about this place? Like, are we supposed to just leave it here? They still have that thing. We're just gonna ignore that thing? To be fair, there ain't much my ship can do about it. The rest of you can do it. My ship definitely ain't gonna be able to do it. Oh. Never mind, everybody just left me here. Thanks, guys. Thanks for waiting up. Oh, that's a Unimatrix. I am tempted to go shoot it. It's losing shields. I kind of want to go shoot it. I'm gonna go shoot it. I am very much gonna go shoot it. I'm gonna go shoot it. This is a bad idea, but I'm gonna go do it. These Undine ships are gonna tear me a new one the moment this thing's dead, but I'm helping. I need the experience points. Ah, no, it won't die. It has unlimited health. Screw you, game mechanics. Oh, hey, how's it going? Regretting choices. Oh, well, I helped. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, they blew up one of them. Good for them.
We need to report to Starfleet Command immediately. We thought that the Undine were responding to a Borg incursion into their space, but it now appears that the Iconians, or some entity posing as them, has created false Alpha and Beta Quadrant ships and sent them into fluidic space. Clearly, the Undine attacked us because they thought we attacked them first.
Starting with the bad news, I see.
There is some good news. The spread of the Borg nanovirus has halted, and thanks to the Doctor's research, we should be able to prevent future planets from being assimilated in this manner. The Borg will adapt in time, but we have also stopped them from transmitting the technique for Undine assimilation to the collective. It is possible they could learn how to do so again. We will need to remain vigilant.
What about the Borg in fluidic space?
The Borg in fluidic space were forced to retreat, and logic suggests it will be quite some time before they trouble the Undine again. The end of the Borg attacks in their home might stop the Undine advance into our space. But if the Iconians continued to trick Species 8472 with false incursions, they could decide to invade ours in retaliation.
What happens now?
Voyager will take Dr. Cooper and the other survivors back to Earth. I suggest that we all confer with our fleet commanders to determine the next course of action. We have not seen the last of the Undine.
Understood. Until next time, Admiral. Gas. That's mine now. Let's get out of here. Oh, that mission went well. We may not have been able to remove the Borg presence in fluidic space, but it looks the Undine looks the Captain, you are right there. You seem to be struggling a bit with your words. Undine will hopefully this will end their aggressiveness. However, I find your reports on false flag ships in fluidic space troubling. If the Iconians are trying to trick the Undine and believing we're invading their space, it could explain everything that's happened. Unfortunately, it only means the Undine may be prompted into an invasion of their own, and if that happens, our entire dimension will be at risk. I'll take a phaser beamer. I'm just gonna scrap it anyway. Oh hey, our bag's overflowing with junk. Salvage. Salvage. Actually, is that one better than our current one? No, not really. Salvage. 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 And salvage. Oh, and yeah, salvage that too. Oh, I gotta need a skill. Skill point to spend, let's grab advanced shield hardness. That way then our shields will absorb more of the damage. Commander, a group of our people are trying to... we're on this part already. Commander, a group of our people are trying to create a new homeworld. Seela's capital city has erupted into fighting since she disappeared. So-called saviors struggle for power, and new ones rise and fall every day. We are witnessing the end of days of an empire. I belong to a group of Romulans who, like you, want to survive. But our leader, Datan, we are throwing off the shackles of our past. We reject secrecy and deceit in favor of democracy and cooperation. In creating a new world, we will remake our culture. We found a planet we call Molrinian, New Romulus, in our mother tongue. It can be ours, but we have much to do before we can truly call it a home. Our government has authorized me to ask you for assistance. Our people have been in strife for too long. Can you look past our history and help us build a new world? You'll have my support. Uh, uh, I've genuinely never played this arc. I think I got stuck on it. Like, I couldn't, like, physically progress it once. And I've just never touched it since. I don't think I've ever completed the new Romulus arc because I can never stand it for too long. It's an okay arc. It's definitely a very Star Trek arc in terms of just helping a planet, you know, be better and exploring it. But it's a bit of a snooze fest. I'd rather be exploring new worlds, which honestly is a very rare occurrence in this game, surprisingly enough. When a Star Trek game doesn't have space exploration as one of its main, you know, go aheads. Like, seriously, like, look at this. Like, the Delta Quadrant is literally just a straight line. Straight line? Straight line. And it's meant to represent this entire band of the Delta Quadrant. And you got this entire band of the Alpha Quadrant, this entire band of the Beta Quadrant, and is... I think they really should have made like a section of the galaxy that you could kind of just act as like an actual exploration. At least they could have done that when they added in the Delta Quadrant. They could have added in like a whole extra set of rows of just systems that are unexplored that you could go explore. Sure, it wouldn't take too long to explore it, but at least it would give you the feeling that you're not just constantly being thrown into active combat engagements and told to save the Federation on multiple occasions. You just got out of the academy, right? Yep. Gonna get my first ship command sometime next... Nope, you're getting it now. Wait, what? Yeah, your commanding officer's dead. Oh, God. I mean, I wasn't hoping that this is how I get my first command, but you know, I guess beggars can't be choosers. Oh, by the way, you're now having to save the entire Federation from a doomsday weapon. Wait, what? Yep. Sorry to put all this pressure on you, buddy, but yep. Good luck. uh... This is gonna be so painful. The new Romulus sector. Alright, I am gonna... What was I gonna do? Alright, I'm gonna make a poll. No, that's pool. Uh, And there you go. We have a poll now. We got a poll to decide. Do we play fully through the new Romulus arc? Do you all hate me that much? Oh god, it's a JJ prize. I hate that ship. I don't know. Why would you take a ship that already has neon lights and stick even more of them on it? I think that ship's equipped with that new Tholian shield that came out. So that looks very Tholian-y. All right, I heard skip it. We're not even gonna bother. And me, not even a like, not even just, hey guys, let's do the oh, don't tell. Okay, good. They didn't make it to where you can't skip it. That's good. That's good. That's good. We're just gonna. There we go. And we're gonna leave here and never look back. And by leave here and never look back, I mean the fact that we're gonna open up the mission journal and immediately be back here because Worf has a question for us. Sphere of Influence. The gateway discovered beneath the surface of New Romulus is prepared and ready for activation. Because the Romulan Republic is dedicated to sharing the gateway and all we learn from it with our allies, we are inviting representatives of the Romulan Republic, the Federation, and the Klingon Defense Force to join us on New Romulus for the first trip through the gateway. I would be honored if you would join us, Commander. But, you guys are the Romulan Republic. Why'd you have to invite yourselves to this? Seems pretty weird. Okay. Well, anyway, we're here. All right, come on, Travell. This is a science mission, so might as well bring my my science officer. Don't mean I can't pretend it's not an echo chamber. Anyway, where am I gonna find the gateway chamber thingy? Do I have to?
We have the strength now. With the help of Starfleet and the Empire, we could destroy what's left of the Tal Shiar. We would be safe. We would be free.
There are too few of us left to fight amongst ourselves. Military action should be our last option.
I don't see how talking to them will be enough. But I'm a warrior, not a politician. If my people are to find a home here, there must be a leader capable of building a new future, of looking past our differences to find harmony. You are that leader, Detan.
Since I was a child, hiding in the sewers of the capital with the reunificationists, I have worked toward the day when the Romulans would once again walk beside their Vulcan brothers and sisters. Before that can happen, we need to rebuild. We need a home to replace what was lost, to see past our grief and
Hey
find
man, I got my
acceptance.
passport.
We need to reconcile with the Remans and end the centuries of strife and oppression. The fate of both our peoples rests here. We either create a new homeworld out of the ashes, or we wither and die. Thank you for agreeing to assist us. I'm grateful that both the Federation and the Empire have temporarily put aside their differences to help create a new Romulus. This proves that unification is possible, both for my people and for yours.
Hey, your lips
We're
aren't
building
moving.
a new home here. Romulans and Remans can't continue on like nothing has changed. Everything is different. We are a changed people. The loss of Romulus wounded us greatly. But that wound will not be fatal. There is a great deal of work to do before we can truly call this our new home. But with your help, I know Mol Rihan, or New Romulus in your language, will someday be as great as what we lost. Kylor is in charge of the staging area. He can give you more information about what we need. There's much to do, and little time. We left our first home to remain free. We lost our adopted home to treachery. May this world be the home we have sought for so long. A place where our descendants
Oh, that's
can
neat.
live
They've gone and
in peace.
remade the Vulcan symbol with the triangle and the circle with a sphere. That gave it the Romulan like bird wings. Anyway, I would love to help. Oh wait, no, I do have to be here. The Gateway Complex is over there. Gotta walk all the way there. Probably shouldn't have my phaser rifle equipped. This is a peaceful operation. How do we get in? Do we just knock on the door? I guess we just knock on the door.
Welcome to New Romulus.
It's great to know that you had the one voice line, man. At the very least, you got that. I am Frenric, and I serve as a liaison officer for Detan. As you can see, we've stabilized the environment in this area as part of our investigations with the Gateway. Protective gear is no longer necessary. Admiral Carrick is waiting for you in the Gateway chamber. I still hate it when people do this. Why would you tell me to follow him, but you make him walk faster than my slowest speed, but slower than my basic speed? I'm sure us poking around with a gateway is totally safe. Cannot have any lasting repercussions.
Welcome.
Oh, great. Good to know that you also got the one voice line as well. The Romulan Republic is here, along with representatives from our allies and the Federation and the Klingon Empire, to witness the dawn of a new age. Harnessing the power of this gateway will change everything for our people. Yeah, sure. Well, let's go with that, Carrick. Yeah, buddy. Let's go with that. Yes, we must be cautious. The demons tried to do the same thing and it destroyed them. But we have been studying this gateway since its discovery and believe that we understand where they went wrong. We now have the technology and knowledge we need to successfully adapt Iconian technology for our own use. I'm hitting the wrong buttons. We have a few final adjustments to make, and then we'll be ready to... Worf interrupts.
You think you have corrected the issue? Consider what happened to the Daewons, and what the result would be if the Romulans lose a second homeworld. I have encountered Iconian gateways twice before, In both those instances, the finest commanders I ever served found the technology to be too dangerous to preserve. It is difficult to believe that you have managed to do what they could not.
Are there problems?
No problem.
Again, man got one voice line in each paragraph, and it's literally just 2 words. Ambassador Worf was invited here because of his experience with Iconian gateways. He has been voicing his concerns with our decision to activate the gateway. My science teams are convinced that they have solved the problems of the past, but I fear that, like the ambassador, some of my engineers have their doubts. Titan and the Senate believe this to be an important step for the New Republic, but it is a step that we must take with our allies. We respect their opinions and want them to join us in this venture, just as the Bajorans and the Federation worked in tandem when the wormhole in the Gamma Quadrant was discovered. In the interest of erasing some concerns, Ambassador, I invite you to take a final check of the data. Perhaps Commander Nalina would be willing to assist you. I'm ready to assist you, Ambassador.
Acceptable. Admiral Kararek, I want to start by reviewing your science team's work.
Understood. Hi, Captain Corin.
Daughter of Grilka, captain of the mighty IKS Fortescue, and victor of 100 battles.
Was that it? You're like one of the most common voice actors. Like your character gets used a lot, and you're telling me that at least I think she's one of the ones that gets used a lot, or that might be a different Klingon. But seriously, they had you voice the first 2 lines. I would much rather be on the front than here, but the Romulans are our allies now, and they have asked for our assistance. The High Council has dispatched the flagship of the fleet to show the strength of our friendship. Don't mind me, Admiral. How you doing, Commander Tara Jorak?
Commander Tiaru Jarak of the RRW Lisette.
Oh. Wait a second, you get a bunch of voice lines. Why couldn't they bring your actor back just to finish reading the paragraph? You can tell that they really haven't touched the Romulan Republic arc and the beginning of the Iconian arc for a long time. Because, well, they've definitely reworked these, but in terms of the cutscenes, the fact that the mouse don't move, yeah, that's very clearly the fact that it's an older one. Because the older cutscenes don't have mouth movement, whereas the newer ones do. Also, basically all of the newer ones will read through their entire dialogue box if they're assigned a voice actor. Whereas in older missions, they usually just read the first line to give you an idea of what the voice sounded like, and that was it. Good luck. Have fun reading the rest of this giant paragraph. I can understand why a lot of people don't necessarily enjoy Star Trek Online story, more because of the fact that you have to read an entire paragraph every time you talk with someone. But yeah, I think they have been going back through and giving voices to a lot of these boxes, so they do know that that is a problem that needs to be corrected. Whether or not they'll ever get around to doing the Romulan arc, probably not. Nobody remembers the Romulan arc, and nobody cares. Anyway, the Republic has advanced enough that we need a flagship on par with the Enterprise. I have the honor of commanding her. My father was a Romulan admiral. He wanted to change the galaxy for me, for all children. He wanted us to be able to live our lives in peace, to be free. He was betrayed for his beliefs and lost everything. I grew up being watched by the Tal Shiar. I heard the whispers that said I was the child of a traitor. When Datan told me of his plan, I knew this was the world that my father would have wanted. I left the Empress's fleet and never looked back. Oh, we still got more people to chat with. Oh, hey, a friendly Cation. Hello. Commander Ninian.
Iconian gateways can open
Oh,
up
wait, no, you're
anywhere.
Frasian.
You don't have to have another gateway to connect to.
Thanks. Once again, 2 lines. I'm guessing that Worf took up the whole budget for the voice acting. Because he at least gets to read all his lines. That means the Iconians could show up anywhere. No wonder they controlled most of the quadrant. Guess that means we need some extra firepower if they show up here. It's rare to see a Pharasian. Like, you'll see Caitians, but you don't see Pharasians too often. Anyway, hello, researcher Durana.
I'm sorry, did you need something?
Of course, 1 line. I don't mean to be so distracted. But it's taken a lot of work and a lot of late nights to get here. Finally, we're ready. We've considered everything that could go wrong and planned for any contingency. The demons weren't as advanced technologically as we are. They hadn't even become a warp culture when they tried to repower the galaxy. We have advantages they could only dream of having. There's some risk, of course, but anything worth doing has some risk. We wouldn't be standing on a new homeworld if if we hadn't been willing to take the chance and challenge the Tal Shiar. How can I help?
With all due respect to you, Ambassador, I don't think there's anything to worry about.
If you want, I'll review the data my team has collected with you. Commander Nalina can review the power variance coefficient numbers for the Alpha, Gamma, and Delta monitors. Maybe I do need another set of eyes. I've had a lot of trouble sleeping. I'll find those numbers. Anyway, hello, Doctor.
Oh, the gateway? Fascinating. Simply fascinating.
Again, 2 lines. Worf ate up all the budget, I swear. Fascinating, simply fascinating. The way the teams here have used alternative energy sources to supply the immense amount of power needed to reactivate it is, of course, the Federation Science Council's position on Iconian technology is that it's very dangerous, and if used at all, it should be with extreme caution. Just the opportunity to study Iconian tech is exciting. To actually see it in use, I never thought I'd have the opportunity like this. There's a lot of magma in here. The air conditioning bill for this room must be high.
Program initialized. Select monitoring program. Program initialized. Program initialized.
Were you able to find the coefficient numbers for me?
I barely paid attention to that. I probably should have paid better attention.
Program initialized.
Anyway, Alpha's 45. Beta's 34 and Gamma's 44.
Program initialized. Program initialized.
Or no, wait, no, we're looking for the green ones. 14, 77, 47, 38, 9.
Were you able to find the Alpha is 14. That looks correct. Yes, that's correct. Gamma is 47.
As you can see, Ambassador, we have the numbers perfectly in order. Does that satisfy you? Remain silent.
Your numbers may be correct, but have you ever witnessed the power of one of these gateways outside of a holodeck? Well, I have. I was invited here to share my knowledge with those willing to listen. Even the best plans seldom survive contact with the enemy.
Perhaps we should speak with the engineering teams.
Yes, they've been asking for the final power variance numbers.
I'm sure Commander Merrick would appreciate the newest set of data. Really couldn't pay for that one extra line. We'll speak to him next.
I appreciate you speaking up about your concerns.
If our projections are off at all, we could end up freezing to death in caves just like the D ones. This gateway is an extremely valuable resource. Is it worth losing everything we've built here? Yeah, sure. Everything we built here. Yeah. Everything that I totally helped build. Yes. That's what we're going with here. That's the story we're going with. Anyway, I have new numbers for you.
Finally.
You want a full-time job here? I could use some reliable help. These aren't too bad. Better than what we had before. Maybe this will work after all.
I agree that the simulations look promising, but I still have some concerns.
So do I, but we're on a deadline.
My team has the geothermal tap operational with the proper numbers. We can finally align the power flow to the gateway and activate it again. I'd be happy to discuss your concerns with you, Ambassador, but we'll need someone to help with the final commands to raise the pylons while I monitor the power levels. Commander, could you help? All of my team are busy with the tap, and it will give the Ambassador and I some time to talk. I'd ask Adrienne to do it, but she's got her hands full as it is. Lieutenant invited you here, Ambassador. He had a good reason, and he's a good man. I trust him. If he thinks you have something important to say, we need to listen.
Perhaps we can find a solution that will ensure the safety of all of us. Show me your projections.
I'll activate the consoles and monitor the power readings. You guys have fun being nerds or whatever. Alright, button pushy time. You know, maybe I shouldn't have agreed to be the one to push all these buttons, because if something goes wrong, they're gonna blame me for it. Why do I have to be the one to push all the buttons? Why couldn't they push the buttons? Alright, Commander, it's fixed.
The numbers are good, but something seems off.
This gateway may not be exactly like the others we've encountered.
Agreed.
Off?
Sensor readings from the gateways I've encountered were significantly different than this. Could it be because of the power source you're using?
Readings like this make me wonder.
You open a door, and that means there's got to be something on the other side. Maybe this isn't a one-way trip. Do you think there's something on the other side trying to get in?
The numbers aren't saying that exactly, but it's a real possibility.
I understand what the gateway means to my people. I'm concerned about what could happen if we open it without taking more precautions. Let me add more security.
Captains Sean and Corin have been consulting with Kerek's security forces. I will ask Corin to deploy some of her finest warriors. I do not know Captain Sean, but he commands an enterprise. He must be a formidable man. He also has less enthusiasm for activating the gateway than others here. I am certain he has considered all the options.
I'll speak with Sean and see what our options are. Where is he? I didn't even see him on the way in. Oh, there he is. I'm pretty sure there used to be a mission where the USS Kirk, Sean's first command, is destroyed, and then he's promoted to captain of the Enterprise. I don't know if that mission still exists, or if the text boxes related to that still exist. But hey, Sean, how you doing?
How may I assist you?
Oh, he doesn't even get like the one line. He just gets a generic greetings. Well, Captain Nalina of the Bunker Hill, I believe. How can I assist you? Believe we've met. You saved my life on multiple occasions. Oh, okay, thanks. Good. It's good to know that you cared. It's good to know that you remembered my name at least. Do you have a moment?
The team looks like it's almost done with the final checks. Make it quick.
Why doesn't he get his first line read? I mean, I get that half of it's just, you know, stuff that the game wouldn't be able to process for it, but still. Actually, Ambassador, Worf has some concerns about the gateway. And of course, he doesn't get this one voice. Because he can't come over and chat with a Starfleet officer without raising some eyebrows in his own delegation, he's sending you instead. Interesting. Tell him I share in his concerns about the gateway. What does he think we should do? He wants an option to neutralize the gateway if we need to.
I'll admit I've been dubious about this project from the start.
Thanks. Some things are too powerful for anyone to have. Still, it's my job to do what Starfleet Command orders, so the Enterprise is here to assist and represent the Federation. But it's also my job to protect my ship and the Federation. So I have my engineers worked up some contingency plans. Corin is bringing in extra ground troops to deal with any unwelcome visitors. That should help. My chief engineer worked up a few small spatial charges with enough power to take out the gateway. If we attach them to the base of the pylons, we'll be able to stop a disaster before it starts. I don't want to use them unless we have to. We're here at the Romulans' invitation after all. But it's always good to have a backup plan. I'll take care of it. Man, now they're gonna blame me for the fact that I'm putting bombs on it. What sort of plan is this? We're not even gonna ask them if it's okay to put bombs on this thing first. Just gonna stick some bombs on it and be like, yep, that'll solve all problems. Absolutely no way this could go wrong.
What are you... Ah, good idea.
See, we didn't even start, like, explaining, and he's just like, wait, what are you... Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. I see what you're doing. Hello again, Admiral.
If all the preparations are complete, I see no reason to delay.
Really? They couldn't pay you to read the second line? Prepare to activate the gateway. Well, let's witness the gateway activation.
Initiating final power transfer.
Power output rising. Levels are within expected parameters.
Activating gateway. We've got a spike. Attempting to compensate. No good.
Abort! Abort the mission!
Shut it down!
Detonating charges.
No effect. Get everyone out of the chamber.
Now what?
Into the gateway. Now!
Loading. Unknown
I
location.
knew that gateway would be trouble. We can't get a reading on where we are or how far we've traveled. The best we can figure out is that we are not in normal space anymore. And we are trapped. The scientists have been able to get a few readings from New Romulus, but the gateway was damaged. We cannot use it to return. A few people managed to grab some supplies on their way through the gateway. They might have something useful. Check the crates. Assist with the wounded. Once we have seen to the immediate problems, then we can worry about getting out of here.
Understood. Let's see what we got. Find basic fuel rations and some extreme weather portable shelters. Yeah, those will come in handy. Because there's so much extreme weather here. Data collection technology and portable sensor units, including a few tricorders. Well, not the most useful thing, but it'll come in handy for helping figure out where we are. Emergency medical kits. Rock hit me on my way through the gate. I guess it could have been worse. Could have still been there when the top of the cavern came down. Use otter stature. I'll be okay, Commander. It's just a scrape. Apply bandage. It's my left arm. It hurts to move it. Apply sling. Alright, this used to be a little mini game, but it looks like they reworked it a bit, so only like one of them is a mini game now. Where you have to play guess the option that solves the problem. My ankle. I can't put any weight on it. I hope we don't have to move quickly. I don't think I can walk, much less run. There we go.
I believe I have found a way to open this door, but it will take two of us to override the controls.
What door? Oh, that door. Yeah, sure, Worf.
I think I can open this door, but I will need your assistance. Once I override the security protocols, you will need to rewire the primary motivator to release the locking clamps. Are you ready?
Oh, as ready as I'll ever be.
Now, to see what lies beyond.
Several doors is what we have. Several doors.
Interesting. Are you detecting high trace levels of Tetrion radiation? My tricorder shows this to be a complex of some kind. There is another large room further down this hallway. I am picking up something beyond this door.
Something beyond this door. No, you don't say.
As much as I hate to say this, we will cover more ground if we split up.
Agreed. We should keep in contact as we search.
Commander Nignon will accompany me.
There's a way home. We'll find it.
I will accompany you.
I'll organize a security detail to remain here. I'll take care of things here. Good luck and watch your back. We don't know who else could be in this place or what they want.
Come. We will find the way out.
Oh, I guess me and Worf are going to take this route. Alright, fair enough. Big jars. Ambient traces of Tetrion radiation detected. Environmental and life support controls data logs show that the environment was recently adjusted from settings non-compatible with most humanoid life. Multi-adaptive life support system is technology beyond what is currently used by known Alpha and Beta Quadrant civilization. It appears to have wear and tear of many decades of use.
I'm picking up some odd Tetrion readings, and we've been able to confirm that we're in subspace, but there's nothing conclusive yet.
I think we're in a medical facility, although it's not like any sick bay I've ever seen before. Interesting. Sean?
This facility is mostly automated. That doesn't mean it's abandoned.
We're keeping watch for automated security. Nothing we can't handle yet. We found something interesting in this room. It's like some sort of targeting array. I'm going to try and find out more about it. Perhaps it's the way out.
Maybe it's a way to open a gateway to a location without a corresponding one on the other end.
I'll check in when we know more. Sean out. Faster, I think we should take a closer look at that large console.
Good idea. If there is a targeting system and a medical bay, we may find the equivalent of a shuttle bay as well.
Agreed. Let's poke some buttons. This is the main control console for the environmental controls in this facility. The environment can be set to accommodate a wide range of humanoid and non-humanoid species. Whoever used these controls last set the environment for a breathable oxygen-nitrogen mixture that is standard for most humanoid species. We cannot determine how long it has been since they were last accessed.
We have not heard from the security detail. We need to check in with them.
Hail security detail. Security detail, answer.
Are you sure something here is not blocking our communicators? This is suspicious. We should check in with Karn and Sean's teams.
Captain Corin, come in.
Corin here.
Haven't found anything in this direction yet. I'll return to our starting location and find out what's happened. Good luck, Sean.
I've found what appears to be some sort of targeting system.
Oh, that's strange. Captain Sean, what is it?
Did you hear that? We should... Ensign, look out!
Captain Sean's team is in trouble. Hurry!
Yep, hurrying as fast as I can, Worf. Alright, fine. I'll kick it into second gear. This isn't good. Sean's tricorder. It's still recording, but there's a 4-minute gap in the file. 4-minute gap? He only just lost contact with us. Literally just not even like a minute ago. Anyway. You find a Starfleet issued phaser, but this one has had several adjustments made to it to maximize its power. The work is impressive. standard issue toolkit. You know, the ensign with Sean was carrying one like this.
No sign of Sean's team.
Remains of a
We are
comm
not
badge
alone
are
here.
smashed on the floor along with a smear of blood. That's not good. This appears to be a targeting system of some sort. Settings for 6 coordinates. It shares some characteristics with a transporter, but the technology is so far beyond what you've seen before that you're not sure you would be able to operate it.
This does not bode well. We should rendezvous with Korn and the others.
Worf, don't go running ahead. Should remain cautious. Something attacked Sean and the others. And you know... Oh. Hey. Don't shoot it. You know, you don't know if it's hostile or not. Just look at it. Ow! Alright, fine, shooting it. Alright, Worf, that's on you. You shot it first. That thing was just performing self-defense. Worf, where do you think everybody went?
Gone. They would not have left without their supplies or weapons. Can you hail them?
Anybody on this hailing frequency? Hello? Anyone there?
We must find Korn and the others.
The only way left to us is the path Korn took. We may find the answers we seek there. We need to hurry. We're all in danger here. But not hurry too fast, you know. We can't run, you know. Worf, what did I just say? We want to be cautious. We have to hurry, but we don't want to hurry too quickly now. Because if we hurry too quickly, we'll end up getting whatever fate the other team's got. This appears to be the sick bay.
I know this place. I have been here before.
Oh, that's more concerning looking things on the floor, but let's investigate the table.
This table. I saw one just like it when I served on the Enterprise. Blood. Klingon and Farasan. Korran put up a fight.
Alright, well, let's poke the computer over here.
There are data entries here that correspond to our missing people. They will be taken for examination soon. It was a Solanogen-based race, and I have seen this before. When I served on the Enterprise, we attracted attention of aliens who existed solely in subspace. They abducted us, experimented on us. We did not know why, but their actions went far beyond mere curiosity. We were able to stop them before they established a pocket of subspace on board the ship, but not before they sent a burst of energy through. If these aliens served the Iconians, that energy could have been a message. Korran was not taken without a fight. Of that I am sure. And this table has not been used yet. These aliens must be holding the others. It is only a matter of time before they will be examined as well, and the experiments can be deadly. Everyone here is in danger. We must find and free them.
We'll free the others. Remember, war, slow and steady wins the race.
There is a holding area down this hall. We should... Automated defenses! Defend yourself! That Guardian was damaged by a disruptor. Corrin's work.
Okay. We're just gonna leave it. It's just gonna float there. Okay. Off to a great start we are.
We can overload the power cell from that Guardian. It should blast through the door. Be ready. There may be more Guardians beyond this door.
Alright, let's blow it up. Well, that was quite the entrance. Hey guys, we're sneaking around. How you doing? Oh, that drone's been dealt with.
I don't see Captain Sean or Mayak here.
There's no more time.
We need to stop wandering around this place and get back to New Romulus. Staying here is only going to get more of us killed.
No. There is still someone missing who could be saved. We are not leaving without them.
He's right. We keep looking. Oh, anyway, hello, dead corpse. Find a dissected corpse. It's not from a species you recognize. Oh, they must be very advanced. They seem to have cybernetic enhancements. Come on, everyone. Or you can stay here. Your choice. Alright, let's get a move on. I think I've spent enough time walking around doing jack. You alright, man? Sean is pale and unresponsive. His breathing is shallow and his pulse rate is dropping. He requires immediate medical attention. Diagnostic stand. Tricorder scan shows that Sean's left arm and both antennae have been surgically amputated. Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. And then reattached. An unknown foreign substance has been introduced into his lymph nodes and his superior vena cava has collapsed. Sean's cardiovascular and lymphatic systems have been seriously damaged by the experiments. Requires an immediate medical attention. The suggested procedure is to regenerate veins, okay, restore circulatory function, and purge lymph nodes.
What happened? How... Can you help Mike?
I don't know, man. He looks just as dead as you were just 5 seconds ago. Quick tricorder scans reveal that Mike's blood has been completely replaced with a synthetic liquid polymer. Even immediate medical attention would be no use. His family and friends will want to know what happened. It may not provide comfort, but it could provide closure. Carefully remove his communicator and identification so they can be returned to his loved ones. Captain Sean.
There's nothing more we can do here.
If we want any hope of finding other survivors or stopping what's happening on New Romulus, we need to keep moving. Ambassador?
Agreed. The best way to honor Mayek's memory is to save his new home.
Agreed. Alright, people, let's move. We already know that this place is not safe at all. So let's get out of here. On the double. Oh boy.
The gateway energy signature is emanating from somewhere across this expanse. We need to find a way across.
My scans indicate there's some sort of control system at work.
Perhaps we can use that to activate a connection to the next platform.
I'm picking up more of those automated defenses.
They are at my tricorder's maximum range, but they will be upon us quickly. The wounded are too weak to put up a fight. We should cross quickly and make our stand from a position of strength.
You should scout ahead. Korn and Sean will remain with the injured and defend them if the Guardian drones arrive.
With what weapons? Dean, you are the only ones with any weapons left. Yeah, sure, we'll agree to this.
Scout ahead. We will escort the others when the way is clear.
System Soul. Dominant species, human. Servitor presence, level 4 surveillance in effect. Ideal site for harvesting. Servitor races have used disease epidemics and internal conflicts in the ancient past to gather specimens for study. Population is numerous but mostly peaceful. Poor candidates for servitor status. High creativity levels and self-preservation instinct make them inclined to fight rather than submit. When faced by overwhelming foe, see board for more information. Can be aggressive when threatened. Recommended that all activities in system be converted until invasion is launched. Target for extermination. Soul system is limited. All shows that the political entity known as the Federation may collapse.
The Soul System. Earth.
Seems to be an entire spy's worth library of stuff. Storage facility Z98. Purpose: supply and transport servitor troops during expansion and pacification actions. Capacity: 4.7 million units. Docking stations: 220. Current status: error. Alert: storage facility Z98 has been in stasis mode for error cycles. Connection to gateway network unstable. Well, that would explain why the network immediately had a failed the moment we tried to connect to it. System Kronos, dominant species Klingon. Servitor presence, level 4 surveillance in effect. Aggressive, warlike species that dominates this area of space. Strong tendencies to fight rather than submit. Harvesting programs in the past have been problematic. Only successful when used in concert with internal conflict. Possible candidate for servitor race. Key members of government entities known as great houses could be used to direct rest of population. Military structure in most organization makes population already accustomed to taking orders from superiors. Recommended study of honor in society for use as a tool for control. Population could be absorbed into servitor species. It would be a great addition to our fighting strength. If they cannot, extermination must be swift. We cannot give the Klingons a chance to organize against us.
Kronos. This is not a holodeck. It is a live image of my world.
Let's see what we got here. Vardos 4, Dominion. Servitor presence, level 9 surveillance in effect. Dominion scientists discovered an intact gateway 37 cycles ago, but it was destroyed by opposition forces before they could activate it. There are other gateways in the region that remain inactive. Agents are in place to stop the Dominion from discovering the location of these gateways before we are prepared. As to the Dominion themselves, we recommend observation but no engagement. The Dominion are organized and used to subjugating large numbers of species spread across a large area of space. The Alpha and Beta quadrants are firmly under our control, then we will have the resources needed to conquer the Dominion as well.
Vandros 4. I remember this world. We found an Iconian gateway there during the Dominion War.
Alert. Connection to gateway network unstable. Immediate attention required. Gateways, 7,255. Gateways inactive, 5,967. Gateways damaged or inoperative, 880. Gateways in Andromeda of active. Unauthorized connection to a network detected in Hubis system. And what do we got here? New Romulans. Dominant species, Romulan. Level 8 surveillance in effect. Survivors of Romulan extermination have gathered on site of former Demon homeworld. They have uncovered sites belonging to servitor races and are attempting to reactivate Gateway. If Gateway is successfully activated, they may threaten an entire network. Attempts to use Alachi to eliminate threat unsuccessful. Alliance with Tal Shiar problematic. Romulans as a species show more self-determination and willpower than previous observations. Leader known as Sela must be controlled or eliminated. Several key members of the Romulan Republic Gateway research team have been taken for additional study without their knowledge. Brain scans of researcher Adriana have yielded vital information about Project. Agents have used that information to destabilize Gateway. If activated, seismic instability will affect the entire planet. Expected outcome is 70% reduction in population. Remaining survivors must not be allowed to form organized groups. Recommend subsuming them into Alachi as soon as possible.
New Romulus. The tectonic activity is getting worse. We must find a way to stop it.
I mean, good luck on that for us, buddy. What do we got here? System, Iconia. Dominant species, none. Level 1 surveillance in effect. The homeworld is still unsuitable for habitation, although servitor races have begun subspace modifications in preparation for invasion. When Quadrant is pacified, we will use forced labor to terraform the world for our return. All must be as it was.
I know this planet.
Give me a moment, I gotta scan this ore. There we go. Anyway. Alert! Safety measure Theta 6 is in effect due to gateway instability. All space gateways for large ship movements have been withdrawn to subspace until network instability is addressed or proper activation codes are transmitted. System, Cora. Dominant species, Quarren. Servitor presence, level 6 surveillance in effect. Industrious and technologically advanced planet. Extremely low level of automation means population must constantly refresh workforce. Use of radioactive mines to infect ship crews, bring them to Cora is interesting, but ultimately inefficient. It will require greater amounts of loyal servitors to pacify Delta Quadrant than this method would provide. Recommend cooperation and eventual inclusion as a servitor race, in exchange for their loyalty and detailed information on their indoctrination techniques. We will alleviate their manpower problems.
The Delta Quadrant? Does the Iconian influence reach so far?
I don't know, man, probably. Current status, ship, Obelisk 1, Servitor, Selene. Status, ready to deploy. Activation codes, authorized. Waiting for navigational input.
This appears to be some sort of master control panel. I believe we can use it to open the gateway. Can we access the database? We must know what the Iconian plans are.
Oh no. Yeah, sure, we'll get around to it, Worf.
We need to download the data and move everyone here before more Guardians arrive. I will remodulate the power system while you reroute the flow.
Roger.
That's a star chart. Are all those markers Iconian gateways?
Dang it.
Look! That's the new Romulus gateway!
I wasn't looking.
The gateway on New Romulus was reset.
It wasn't the only one. Ambassador, we'll cover you as you download the data. The paths are retracting.
They know we're here, and I don't think they're happy.
Do you hear that? That doesn't sound good.
Security reinforcements are inbound. We should use this gateway.
Worf! We're out of time!
I have downloaded what I can. It is time to leave. We have cut the network's connection to the new Romulus gate, which should stabilize the situation there. There There will be some damage on New Romulus, but it could have been far worse.
All right, let's get out of here.
This is a bridge. We have walking wounded, but some of us can still serve. Where do you want us?
Since her deflector dish controls, though Adriana lacks combat experience, she is the best choice for this station. This appears to be a tactical console which controls the ship's shields and power levels during combat. Secondary access to weapons. Captain Sean would be the most efficient officer here. This panel provides bridge control for engineering functions, including damage control. Captain Corrin has the necessary experience for this station. This is primary weapons control. You can think of no better suited position for no one better suited for a position like this than Ambassador Worf.
We have saved the Romulans' home world, but the gateways are open now. All of them. We do not know who will use them. It may be the Alachi, or it may be something far worse. We must warn everyone of what is coming.
Activate the gateway and take us out.
Receiving tactical telemetry. I'm detecting another gateway in the Jarrett system. It's big. Ship-sized.
The gateway is transmitting a high-band subspace signal. Sensors are picking up Elachi ships on an intercept course.
I suggest we go there and contact New Romulus for reinforcements.
Agreed. Can we use that gateway?
Not from here. I can make a gateway for us and set a destination close by, though.
Do it.
Taking us out.
You can tell that there's just a second box painted with space in front. Oh, hey, look. Great. Okay, let's... Let's try to load back in.
Sensors show that we are in the Jarrett system. Systems are all reading normal, but object sighted near the ship. It is an Iconian gateway.
Hail the Romulan Republic.
I'm very glad to see you all returned. When the quakes began, we lost all communication.
Deton, you gotta lift up the camera, man. Deton, the camera.
That ship. I've never seen anything like
Deton, you gotta lift up the camera. Deton, the camera's too low. You gotta lift it up, man. I'll provide a full report as soon as I can. Suffice it to say that we had to open the entire Iconian Gateway network to save New Romulus.
You reset. Elements preserve us.
There could be hundreds of gates, thousands. Are they all active now? There was a ship-sized gateway hidden in subspace in this system.
Enough talk. The gateway is transmitting a signal. I am picking up a corresponding one from an entire fleet of Alachi ships on an intercept course. Send every available ship. We must fight if we are to survive.
Sending reinforcements now. Good luck, and may the elements protect us all.
We will hold the Alachi here until reinforcements
we will hold
arrive.
Off the Alachi until Allied forces arrive.
This ain't a tier 1 vessel, Chief. There ain't much I can do. If I could strip her of her if I could strip her of her systems, I'd be able to do this just fine. But and this is quite the conundrum. This ship is very much not a tier 1 vessel. I forgot about this mission. Alright. I have a small compromise. Go, my fighters, go. Seek, destroy. I have to get closer. Anyway, what we're gonna do is we're gonna let the fighters do the fighting while we just sit there and absorb shots, because technically if the fighters do it, that's not me using the ship to destroy them, that's the fighters destroy. I know it's a very convoluted way to do it, but convoluted is the name of the game today, gentlemen. Convoluted is the name of the game. Fighters, defend the ship. Oh, I forgot they do that now. Now remember, we can't shoot. We just have to absorb fire. Alright, now that the Republic ships have arrived, we're going to recall our fighters and let the Republic do the fighting while we just sit here and absorb hits. Basically, we're just going to be a big target. Jesus Christ. There's so many things. See, look, they're winning. Probably. I don't think they're winning anymore. Basically, we're just gonna sit here and absorb the damage. Oh, it's almost dead. They almost killed it. They've almost killed that one. They're definitely trying. Come on, guys, you can do it. I believe. Remember, gentlemen, shoot at me, not at my friends. And that bird of prey is just 50 miles away. All of my allies are outside of range. Oh, also the fact that I have so much power diverted to auxiliary is probably causing them not to target me. Because the more power you have diverted to auxiliary, the less likely an AI is to detect you. There we go. Shoot at me, not at my friends, please. You still have 100% of health. You're at 19 health. I'm gonna try to move closer to you to absorb more of your shots. I may have to release the carrier fighters once again because I don't think my allies are in good enough shape to be able to fight those things.
Reinforcements arrive.
Understood.
We could also just blow up the gate. I feel like that would be the better option, just blowing it up, but you know.
More Alachi inbound. Hold them off.
Oh, yep. I'm gonna have to release the fighters again. Go defend that Federation frigate. Go, little fighters, go. We have to go save them.
Today is a good day to die.
Oh, he died.
Shields are down. Can't take another hit.
Oh, they all died. Well, it was a noble attempt.
This is Commander Jirak of the Republic flagship Lisette. Where did that gateway come from?
Oh, good, the Lisette's here. An actual ship that can fight.
One of many activities to prevent the destruction of your new homeworld.
Oh, hey, look, the Enterprise. Again, I'm not shooting. It's the fighters that are shooting.
Make it, Enterprise.
Although, honestly, now that the Enterprise and the Lisette are here, I'm going to recall them again. I'm sure they can handle these things. Oh, and the port test. Oh yeah, they got this handled.
Sensors indicate an Alachi dreadnought is approaching at high warp.
The Alachi can send their entire fleet. We will not fall.
Come on, target me, not them. Look at me. I'm covered in neon lights. Shoot me instead. Well, that definitely got their attention. Come on, you guys got this. I believe. I believe. This is honestly kind of funny. Most advanced like ship here is this thing, and I am just using it as a pokey stick. Not even shooting anything, just trying to poke things to get them to shoot me. I may have to release the fighters again. It is definitely looking like I'm gonna have to release the fighters again. Go, fighters, go! Destroy. Again, I'm not the one shooting, it's the fighters that are shooting, so therefore I'm technically not in violation. Besides, I wouldn't have much of a choice anyway, but this is the only way I can find to keep things somewhat fair. Somewhat in the spirit of the challenge, I personally can't have this ship fire any of its weapons. I can have these little starfighter drone things go and fight for me. Whether or not they actually help is another thing, but, you know, they're trying. Oh, there go 2 more fighters. 3 more fighters. Come on, guys, you can do it. Just tear them apart. Drones, attack that target. Jesus, my camera had a stroke there trying to figure out where that ship went. Come on, drones, you can do it. There you go. You guys did it. Most powerful ship I will ever see in this entire run that I get to touch. And I can't even use its weapon systems. All I can use it as is a glorified, like, paper holder. Paperweight, that's what it's called, not a paper holder. Come on, you guys need to get through that thing's shields a lot better than what you're currently doing. It's an escort. How is it you guys still haven't gotten through those shields? Guys, you are all shooting at it. How is this harder than the Dreadnought? I don't want to have to shoot. Oh, there we go. Its shields failed. Hit it now, gentlemen. Hit it now. Nope. Shields are back. How is it they managed to get it down to 58% but can't get any more than that? Now it's up to 61. It's repairing itself, gentlemen. Seriously, how are the fighters not enough to kill this thing? It's an escort. The fighters have already blown up 2 of these things already. What is wrong with this thing? How long am I gonna have to suffer this battle for? Guys, you had the shields down for 3 seconds. Alright, are they literally unable to pierce the shields? Am I going to have to physically shoot? I'm gonna have to physically shoot. They apparently just can't bloody get through the shields. What is this? It's madness. Alright, they pierce the front shields. Proceed to do jack all with it. Alright, good enough. Alright, prepare weapons. There. I had to fire a single volley. A single volley of weapons fire at it. That was stupid.
There is still the matter of what to do about the gateway. That discussion cannot be delayed.
Agreed.
The Alachi forces have been destroyed. No further hostiles inbound. Captain Sean, the Enterprise should scan the gateway. We need to know more.
Agreed. But we should destroy that gateway now, while we still have the chance.
No! That gateway is in Romulan space. It belongs to the people of the Romulan Republic.
Another invading force could arrive at any moment.
Afraid of a fight, Captain?
Corrin, prudence is not cowardice. The gateways are powerful. They may be too much for any of us to control.
We should disable it before it becomes another threat to the Romulans, and to us all.
How is this different from the wormhole near Bajor? This is a strategic and scientific asset, and it belongs to my people. Captain Sean, if you destroy the gateway, I can assure you that Titan will reconsider our friendly relations with the Federation.
The Klingon Empire will fully support our Romulan allies in this matter.
Enterprise to Captain Sean. Sir, we've been scanning the gateway.
What did you find?
The terminus is at a fixed point now. We can determine that. But then, I don't know what we picked up, but the monitors on the bridge are all showing an Omega. We're locked out of the computer, and engines are offline. We need you back on the Enterprise, sir.
I see. That changes things significantly.
Indeed it does. I should return to the Bortisque. Worf will be waiting for you. Corrin to the Bortisque. 1 to transport.
I should return to New Romulus immediately.
What ship are you beaming out to? Oh, yeah, the
It was a
Lisette.
pleasure to work with you. I wish we could have had that talk.
Agreed. Another time. Send my regards to your chief engineer, Captain.
I'll let Chief O'Brien know. Sean to Enterprise. Transport me directly to my ready
Oh,
room.
Brian got to be the chief engineer of the Enterprise
Today
F. That's
was
neat.
a glorious battle. You have won much honor for yourself and your allies. It seems there are larger conflicts that all of our people will need to face. If we are to survive, we may need to face them together. It was an honor to fight beside you.
So, what are we gonna do with this thing?
There is still the matter of what to do about the gateway. The Alliance forces have been destroyed.
I
No
can't
further
skip.
hostiles
I can't
inbound.
skip. We're doing it again. We're doing
Captain
it again, boys.
The Enterprise
We're
should
going
scan the
again.
gateway. We need to know more.
Agreed. But we should destroy that gateway now, while we still have the chance.
Oh, well, that's fun. Here we go again. Uh,
How is this different from the wormhole near Bajor? This is a strategic and scientific asset, and it belongs to my people. Captain Sean, if you destroy the gateway, I can assure you that Titan will reconsider our friendly relations with the Federation.
The Klingon Empire will fully support our Romulan allies in this matter.
Enterprise to Captain Sean. Sir, we've been scanning the gateway.
What did you find?
The terminus is at a fixed point now. We can determine that. But then, I don't know what we picked up, but the monitors on the bridge are all showing an Omega. We're locked out of the computer, and engines are offline. We need you back on the Enterprise, sir.
I see. That changes things significantly.
Indeed it does. I should return to the Bortescue. Worf,
why can't I skip this?
core into the
Who
Bortescue.
designed the? Who made this one of the unskippable ones?
Immediately.
It's long.
Ambassador.
And why would they make it to where you can end up replaying the cutscene? Why would I want to do that?
Agreed. Another time. Send my regards to your chief engineer, Captain.
I'll let Chief O'Brien know. Sean to Enterprise. Transport me directly to my ready room.
Today was a glorious battle. You have won much honor for yourself and your allies. It seems there are larger conflicts that all of our people will need to face. If we are to survive, we may need to face them together. It was an honor to fight
Yeah,
beside you.
Worf. It was an honor to fight beside you as well. Yep, we heard this one. You beamed out twice now. Are you ready to leave the system, sir? Get us out of here. Back in our ship. Good. It was getting a little too, strange in here. Anyway, while it was regrettable that so many gateways were unlocked, I know that together we will face the future. Our governments will be in contact in regards to this Omega situation. When we are prepared to act, I know you will be involved. Thank you, Commander. Good luck in the future. An ancient omnidirectional beam array or the Obelisk Subspace Rift Warp Core. Tempting. They're both very tempting because on one hand, omnidirectional beam array basically means we can shoot in any direction. On the other hand, an actually good warp core. We'll have to take the warp core.
Congratulations, Commander.
I need survivability more than I need the ability to not explode. I mean, the ability to shoot. Anyway, let's see here. The discovery and activation of the gateway in the Juret system means we can send ships rapidly to explore the Selene Dason sphere. Alliance force comprised of ships from the Romulan Republic, the Federation, and the Klingon Empire have agreed to work together to study the sphere and establish a zone of control there. But they need skilled captains and crews willing to join the fight. Travel through the gateway and contact Allied Joint Command once you reach the Selene Dyson sphere in the Delta Quadrant. Yeah. Let's see here. We're going to want advanced shield regeneration. Because we need to boost our, maximum shield capacity. Yeah. One thing I will say, the moment we do the thing to show up there, I think we're going to end up ticking over into the next rank of captain. In which case, when we do, we'll have to once again take the Bunker Hill in for her mandatory 10 level overhaul. Aesthetic overhaul, where we upgrade her to the next generation of ship design. Whether or not that ends up creating a cursed ship, we will see. We're so tiny. Boy, is it quiet here. Whee! Hello. Welcome to the Delta Quadrant, Commander, a journey that once took 30 years at maximum warp now takes mere minutes. Did we just go as far as Voyager did? Not quite. We're on the border of the Delta Quadrant. Specifically, we're within the Selene Dyson sphere. Spherical structure built around a star. The sphere itself has a diameter that is nearly 2 million kilometers, or the equivalent of 250 million M-class planet surfaces. How much of the sphere has been explored? You're looking at it. The sphere is huge, and it could take us a lifetime to completely understand its construction and technology. We're taking it slow until we know more. That's where you come in. Sir, we could use some help from the Bunker Hill. Before we get some help from the Bunker Hill, yep. I'm sure you do. I'm sure it'll be a great help to you. It's held together by duct tape at this point. And even then, we've used up the Federation stockpile of duct tape that we're starting to have to break into the Klingon supply of duct tape. Before we get started, though, Subcommander Carroll wants you to receive a briefing about Omega particles from our chief scientist. I'll speak with the chief scientist. Oh boy, I'm off to speak with the chief scientist. Who's up here, I'm guessing. Hello, chief scientist. Hello, Commander. Carol has asked me to be brief, as there's a lot to be done. We've found massive amounts of Omega particles being produced within the Dyson sphere. These particles are extremely unstable, and when detonated, they will damage subspace, making warp travel impossible in vast areas around the detonation site. In the past, we've only had to deal with small amounts of Omega particles. Now we have a structure that is mass-producing them for an unknown purpose. What is the plan to neutralize the Omega particles? The plan is twofold. First, we must find and destroy any existing Omega particles. Secondly, we must discover whatever is producing them at such an alarming rate and stop it. The Federation and Klingons have agreed to join an alliance with the Romulans Republic in order to see that this is done. These particles threaten us all. This would be simple, except for, well, perhaps it's best you hear more from Subcommander Kroll. He's asked to speak with you. Very well, I'll talk to him. Yes. Oh wait, no, that is like a bottomless pit down there. Yeah, I wouldn't want to fall down that. Okay. I was wondering why there was an invisible wall there. I gotta go this way. You're the guy I need to talk to, right?
Welcome to the Selene Dyson sphere.
My name is Sub-Commander Cole. This is the main command center for Joint Alliance Command, a multi-species task force willing to work together toward a common goal, for now at least. The gateway you use to get here is in Republic space, so the Republic is taking the lead here as well. Our mission? To destroy the Omega particles this sphere creates, and neutralize its ability to generate more. The first scouts into the sphere confirmed that it was producing massive amounts of Omega particles for an unknown purpose. Given enough time, this sphere could produce enough Omega particles to completely annihilate warp travel in all known quadrants of the galaxy. We thought this would be a sweep and clear operation, but we were waylaid by a species known as the Voth. The Voth claim to be natives of the Delta Quadrant, are extremely technologically advanced, and they want the sphere. Now we're in a fight for control. The Voth are determined to gather the Omega particles. We're still determining why, but this is a threat to all warp-capable civilizations. I can't stress enough how important it is that we stop the Voth and neutralize the Omega particles. There's a lot to do. Shall we get started?
Hey, look, somebody ranked up. Didn't rank up. Oh, well, anyway. Yeah, minefields, yeah, yada, yada, yada. Beam me up.
We run missions here from Joint Command, the center of all Allied operations. This is the supply depot. We use it to ship supplies to our forces and to store any unusual or dangerous technologies we find here. This region is the minefield. It is used as a barrier to keep Voth forces out, although some still slip by. And this is the ion stream, a series of structures moving a high volume of charged particles and exotic radiation through the area. Each of these areas could use your help. Good luck.
Thanks. Not what we're here for at the moment, though. Boy, that's trippy. We're here for a good shot of the Bunker Hill as I end today's stream. We're not here for anything other than a really good shot. All right, let's see here. Thank you everybody for stopping by today. I'll be back tomorrow with Kerbal Space Program if everything decides to work tomorrow. Because the past 2 Mondays we've had problems on Monday where things didn't want to work. But hopefully it'll work now on Monday, hopefully. Thank you for everybody that followed today. Don't forget to join the Discord below. Keep up to date on whether or not I am actually able to stream or not. And also to make suggestions for future games and content, or just to hang out if you want. Let's see. Anything else? Not really. I think that covers just about everything. Don't forget, we have that new channel point goal to reach. So if people want to see me suffer, do that. Do it. Or don't. Please don't. Definitely don't. Don't touch it. Oh, and you can also rewatch past streams that I've done by going to the YouTube channel, where it has most, if not majority of the streams backed up there. Let's see. Anything else? Well, I don't believe that's there's anything else. So I thank you once again for everybody that joined in today. Hope that you all have a nice rest of your day, and see you all next time. And don't forget to enjoy the person I'm sending you off to go watch. Goodbye. I always say it early because then I have like an extra 20 seconds to wait before the thing's done. Goodbye.